Assalamu alaikum. This is Talha from and technology. Today we are going to study our molecular biology section, and the topic of our discussion is the introduction to molecular biology. So without wasting our time, let us move toward our topic. What is molecular biology? Molecular biology is basically the study of living things at the level of the molecules which control them and make them up. And now what are these molecules? These molecules are basically micromolecules or macromolecules such as DNA, RNA, proteins, amino acids, nucleic acids, etc. In molecular biology, we study different types of biological phenomena such as replication, transcription, or translation. Then we study different gene structure, function. Gene is basically the functional unit of heredity that control all the phenotypic characteristics of living organism. There is some interaction between these molecules such as DNA, RNA, and protein. This is also studied in molecular biology. These are the few branches of biology that are interconnected with each other. This is biochemistry, in which we study role, function, and structure of biomolecules. This is the genetics, in which we study different genes and their gene products. And this is molecular biology. Now, what is central dogma of life? Central dogma of life is basically a theory that states that the information flows only in one direction, from DNA to RNA and then RNA to protein. So DNA makes its own duplicate copy, that is known as replication, and then DNA form a single-stranded RNA, and this RNA form through a process known as transcription, and this RNA form a protein through translation, and this all flow of information is known as central dogma of life. Here you can see that there is a single DNA molecule that is replicated into two molecules. One DNA molecule form two DNA molecule, that is its own duplicate copy. This DNA molecule further uncoil and a single-stranded messenger RNA forms that further goes through ribosome and form a chain of amino acid, that is basically protein. So this is central dogma of life, that information always flows through DNA to RNA and then RNA into RNA to protein. This is central dogma of life. So what are the components involved in molecular biology? Basically, three most important molecules that are involved in molecular biology and in our life processes are the DNA, RNA, and then protein. DNA is basically deoxyribonucleic acids, that is a double-stranded molecule made up of pentose sugar phosphate group and a nucleotide and two nucleotides. This is basically a DNA molecule. And RNA, what is RNA? RNA is ribonucleic acid, single-stranded molecule, and these are proteins. Proteins are basically building blocks that are made up protein are made up of amino acids that are building blocks of proteins. Some most important terminologies that are used in molecular biologies are these. Number one, nucleic acid. Basically, nucleic acid is a word that is used simultaneously for RNA and DNA. RNA and DNA basically combined are called nucleic acid. Gene is basically physical and functional unit of heredity that are located on the chromosome and have a specific sequence and translate a specific proteins that are involved in our biological processes. Genotype is basically the genetic makeup of an organism, and phenotype is the physical expressed traits of an organism. These are some tools that are used in molecular biology. These are the nucleic acid fractionation, PCR, that is polymerase chain reaction, probes, hybridization, vector cloning, nucleic acid enzymes, microarray DNA sequencing, and you can also search all of these individually to know all about this. But basically, these are all the tools that are molecular biology use in routine examination. And the most important use of biology is the molecular biology is in is in diagnosis of infections, and further there are many techniques in which this is used, for example genetic engineering, DNA fingerprinting, etc. forensic sciences, and in the last application of molecular biology, these are the application: research, diagnosis, transplantation, paternity testing, forensic analysis, gene therapy, drug design. Thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.